yes, yes. UNA. Yeah, welcome to your paradise, the place you long for all your life. With UNA University, we are representing here yours truly, Diva Lyri, he, in the house, representing for UNARepublic and UNA University. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Yes. UNA. Yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome and welcome nation. I was back off vacation. Had a wonderful time in Aruba. I hope you are enjoying your day and your time as I am mine. Let's get into it. Today we have a wonderful session. It's called Invest in Yourself. Very important. Invest in yourself. Now, let's go into this. I got my wonderful, lovely beginner law book. So if you want this beginner law book, make sure you find us at UNARepublic.com. You can pick this up. There's the physical copy and we have the ebook copy. Now, when you get the physical copy, you're actually going to get a wonderful hierarchy of law chart. You're going to get the universal of laws chart. You're going to get the vibratory frequency chart. All of these are in the book. You're also going to get the social societal totem pole as well as the civilization cycle. And why do we include these extras? Because we want you to put these up on your walls, on your mirrors, on your refrigerator, because we want these laws to become a part of you. Also inside of here, there is the maxims of law, okay? All 200 and something of them. Want you to get them, and this book goes into what the laws are. It gives you an introduction on the laws that we use here. And these maxims of law that you're going to find in this book, they come directly from the Bible, all right? The importance of them is that these are the laws that stand above any of man's laws, all right? So when you are going into court, you want to make sure you have this book, okay? So find us at UNAUniversity.com. You can get this book. Also, for my people who are walking in their sovereignty and you need the tools, trust, all right? This is a trust. This comes with all of your trust documents, and those of y'all who know, you know, all right? And what is a trust? Let me go into this real quick since I'm talking about investing in yourself. This right here is what helps you when it comes to clearing yourself from the corporation, all right? Taking over your name. Those of y'all who know it as the straw man, we're talking about the same thing. So when you're talking about taking that over, this is that package, okay? So this comes with all of the documents that you need for it. Also, it comes with a membership badge. A lot of people had to have this, especially when you've got your job trying to force you to get certain things and put things in your body, all right? You need to tell them, let them know who your God is. This badge helps you with that. Also, it comes with an allodial ID. This ID deals with your spiritual name and has your photo on it. On the back, there's a QR code such that we're going to hold on to all of your documents on record with UNA so that if you ever need to access them, you can get them right here on the back of this ID card. Also, we're going to put these on record for you. And most importantly, this package comes with an education. That's the most important thing, okay? So get this membership package. Find us on UNAUniversity.com, and you can get that package as well and be invited to our workshop so that you can find out about all of our products and services that we offer here with UNARepublic, okay? Now, let's get into this. I want to welcome everybody. Thank all 2 of y'all for showing up. If you're in the room, say something. All my people on TikTok, hey, hello, nation. All my people on YouTube, Halo Nation, I want you to like and share. My people on X, welcome and thank you for joining us. Now, today, our session is titled Invest in Yourself. So what are we talking about here? We're dealing with understanding the importance of investing, all right, in yourself. And a lot of people talk about, I got this money. Where am I gonna put it? I'm gonna put it I'm gonna put it in the stocks. Okay, listen. When you understand what the laws are, especially the universal laws that we speak with UNA, because we're going to go into our sessions this season. By the way, before I get started on that, we have summer season coming up for the UNA University. This is summer season 2025. If you're interested in it, once again, find us at unauniversity.com and become a part of the UNA University. It's very important, okay, because we go into these laws and understanding what it is to invest in yourself and really how to make money manifest for you, all right? And you can start doing that by investing in yourself. And we're going to talk about some ways to do that, okay? All right, and it includes joining the UNA University, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. So one of the issues I've gotten a lot is people say they'll have money and where am I supposed to put it? How am I going to invest? Or what am I going to invest it in? Now, first of all, I want to make it clear that it's important for you to gain knowledge, because really when you're talking about money or being able to get money, that's kind of having power as well. And with all of that power, you have to have knowledge in order to gain it. Otherwise, when you get it, you won't be able to keep it. Okay, so here's the deal. And one of the things that I need for us to really start recognizing and understanding, that when you build your knowledge, then that is where your value is. It's not in something physical that you have, a car or even a house or land, but your knowledge, because with your knowledge, that gives you the ability to gain access to any and everything that you care to have, anything that you vision, but you get that with knowledge. Okay, so let's go into some things that I want to, that have been really heavy on me, and I've been talking to some people, and I want to just stress some things that people have forgotten about. Okay, we talk a lot about tapping into yourself, and by the way, we have the book coming out, Tap Into Your Powers. Okay, we talk a lot about tapping into your powers here, and in order to do that, again, we go into understanding who you are and tapping into source. Now, one of the things that we want to remember is that this dimension is made up of your own energies. So a lot of times people get stuck in the thought of, well, how I'm gonna make some money, because this place works out for money. If you don't have money, then you ain't gonna survive. Okay. So the reason why we have the UNA University, and whenever you come into the UNA University, we have that spiritual side, and then we have the physical side. We call it the feminine side and then the masculine side. The feminine side is getting your mind right. The masculine side is doing the work. So in the feminine side, we're talking about it, and I call it the feminine side, and the men get turned off. I ain't got no feminine side. And I always have to tell my brothers, you better find the feminine side, because that's where your power is. I get it. We've been told the feminine is weak in this dimension, but it's not. That's the exact opposite. So pay attention to me and listen, because my brothers tend to be the ones that get lost in this. And when you get lost, then you put out more work and energy than you have to in order to manifest what you're really looking for. Okay, so pay attention. All right, so when we're talking about tapping into source, the reason why this is so important is that this dimension is really made up of your thoughts and how you see things visually in your mind, and then what energies you put out in order to manifest that. And so in order to be able to really tap into that, it's important to know the laws. That's why we talk about the universal laws so much. And once you understand the universal laws, then you can start to manifest and create all of the things that you vision, whether it be that car, whether it be that house or money. You manifest that, but it starts within, not outside of you. not with the heavy labor and the blood, sweat, and tears. It really doesn't start there. That's just things that you're going out and doing. But if you knew the real law of this dimension, you wouldn't have to work so hard. So we're going to get into it, and I hope you're paying attention. My sisters, pay attention, because all this stuff about thinking, oh, I need a man, and you got to have 2 incomes to be a millionaire. No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm not telling you to marry or not marry, but what I am telling you is that the only being you need to be dependent on is source, and that comes from within. That's the only dependency you need, source. And when you learn how to tap in, it won't be you struggling and stressed out and scared and afraid and all these other issues that you go through because you want money or you want these nice things. You have that within you. You're going to learn how to tap in. Okay. So investing in yourself, it starts with knowing who you are and then being willing to tap into source. Now, we go into it. That's why I pulled up that the beginner law book. But these are the universal laws. I turned it upside down so I can see. These are the universal laws. And this is where everything starts. When you know these laws, then you can manifest any and everything that you desire. But are you invested? Are you willing to invest? Not just reading them. That's why I said, when you get the beginner law book, let me pull this book up over here. When you get this beginner law book, this is not just about reading it, but we want you to put all of the terms up, put them up on your refrigerator. Why? Why are we saying to do that? Because we need these laws to become a part of you. Because when they become a part of you, then you start manifesting things at will. You're not waiting on or depending on somebody to do it for you. Okay, so you've got the situation where we're saying to invest in yourself by taking time to at least first know the information. And then secondly, you need to be willing to apply it, because that's when you have wisdom. All right, wisdom is when you take the knowledge and then you apply it. All right, so I'm going to just say it again for the people in the back of the room. Wisdom is knowledge applied. All right, so don't just get the book and say, oh, I read it. Yeah, I know what the universal law is. Did you apply it? Because until you apply it, then you don't truly have wisdom. You just got knowledge. All right, so I want to go into this now, because when people want to go to another level, they know that they have to invest. It means put some money and gamble. And a lot of times people are not recognizing, oh, yeah, you go to the casino, yeah, you gamble. Or you trade on the stock market, that's gambling. But when you put money on yourself, you are also gambling that this knowledge is going to help you in the future, because everything's a gamble. You put money on it, you believing in it, you're gambling on the future success of this thing that you're putting money or time or energy into right now. So I need to talk about this because I always look for ways to invest and make money. And what is the best gamble that I see right now that I can give the people who are listening and tuned into our broadcast? What is the best information I can give you on investing in something? And I was thinking, because when I look at the returns that people are telling you that you can make, they say, oh, if you invest in, if you put it in a savings account, would it get 2% interest? Or you got some of these credit card companies, they'll give you 2% cash back. And then you've got some people that say, oh, I got a 10% return on the end of the year. And you've got other companies, and they might boast, the highest that I've seen, maybe 20%. And then when I thought about it, the students that come into UNA and what their return is on their investment on being a student in UNA, I don't know anything across the board that has given anybody that I know that I can touch and I can call up on the phone and say, hey, no. And I know people who've made a lot of money, whether it be on the stock market or a surefire investment. When students join UNA, and let's just say it's for 1 year, and I look at the amount, and I'm writing it down here, and it's really the amount to join UNA is less than this. And then when I see the return on their investment, I'm going to tell you what the percentage is right now. I'm going to tell you what the percentage is right now. All right. I'm on TV. Okay, hold on. Trying to calculate. All right, so if I were to take the amount that the students pay for 1 year, and I was to divide the amount of return that a lot of my students have gotten back this year, if I was to take that, it would be 18 times. I could put 18 times. And that is what I'm saying is that's a lot. I don't know any other investment where you're going to put your funds in and in a year get 18 times what you invested back. And that's just for UNA. But what I don't like to brag on that, because I don't want students coming in here for the money. I need you to be in here for the knowledge. I need you to be willing to invest in yourself just because you want the knowledge, because you care to grow. But the money is just the low side of it. I just told you, you getting at least 18 times what you put in. 18 times what you put in. But my whole thing is this. The other side of what my students have gotten is that they have a knowledge of who they are. They have information that they can share with their children. And it's not about the money, but the fact that, listen, I told you, on a spiritual level, people don't understand what they're doing when they give birth. When you give birth to somebody, they're not understanding that you have just enslaved a spiritual entity in this dimension. That's what's not being told to us. And then the problem is you don't even know how to tell that spiritual entity how to get out of the mess that you put them in. That is the value in being a part of UNA University. Is the value in investing. It's not the money. It's the other spiritual freedom that you gain from gaining knowledge of what we're talking about, from investing in yourself. Listen, we don't just deal with, oh, well, I need a car, I need a house. You got to deal with what's the spiritual side of this game. That's first. And then secondly, let's deal with how to create this dimension and make it look the way we want it to look. Let's deal with what your stresses are. Why you're so upset and why you think the world is coming after you and coming down on you. Let's deal with that. Let's turn it around such that you're getting everything you need. And if only thing in your mind is, I need some dollar bills, Diva, where the money at? They told me that I'm supposed to be dollar for dollar. I'm supposed to get everything. If that's your only concern, then you're not truly investing in yourself. All right, I want to go into this because when we get people who will find out, oh, well, yeah, you know, the UNA University is going to help us to find out how to go under trust and, you know, get away from the United States corporation or what have you. But then when it comes time to invest, is, oh, you know, I ain't got that much. And the thought of investing is intimidating. But meanwhile, you go out here to this college, or you go out here to this one over here, and you think you're learning something, but they're part of the institution that is keeping you ignorant. And so you gambled with this over here, and they haven't guaranteed you anything. But when it comes to really learning how to free yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, the investment seems intimidating. And that's unfortunate. I know that the rate that we charge with UNA, just even when I talk about the beginner law book, this beginner law book, actually, let me go into this, the trust, the membership package. I know that I can charge 3 times, 4 times really more just for the education. Just for the education you get with this package, I can charge at least 4 times more. That's not even including the trust. The trust, I can charge 4 times more. Listen, I already know what the value of this is. And so we put it out because we really do care about you being able to free yourself. We charge what we charge. I've had people to actually steal my whole package and resell it for 2 to 3 times more than what I'm selling it for. My package. And then the people, what happens is they promise more than what they can deliver. And then the people who they sell the package to, they end up coming back to me. Why? Because I'm giving the knowledge. I'm giving you the knowledge on the spiritual and the physical side. You got to know both. You can't just get a piece of it like, well, I just want to sign the contract. No, you got to have all of the information, all of it. And UNA is where you get it from. If you're not willing to invest your time into learning the information, it's not going to work for you. And the same thing goes for the spiritual side. If you're not willing to invest in that, it's not going to work for you. So my whole point is this. We've had people to come and say, hey, well, you know, it costs too much and I can't invest. Well, listen, if you're really willing or have the desire to get to the next level, you're going to have to pay. Everybody has, but we're supposed to get it free, because God, nothing came to any of us for free. You're going to have to pay. So let's talk about the ways we end up paying. All right. Number one, the main way people know about paying is with Federal Reserve notes, or what we know of as money. All right. So remember, money is a currency. So if you're paying with Federal Reserve notes, it's just a currency. The other way that people know about paying is with blood, sweat, and tears, where you're going out to a job or somewhere and you taking time out and energy and you're sweating and you're slaving and you're paying. That's a way, that's a form of payment. The third form of payment is paying attention. Paying attention. And what does that mean? So let's understand this. You know, you've seen people on YouTube, for example, and they'll say, well, you know, if you want to tip me, or, you know, you don't have to send me money, just watch the videos. They'll just say, watch the videos or watch the commercials that come up. Well, why is that? Because when you click on something, or if you are watching something, somebody is paying for your attention. So when you pay attention, somebody gets paid. And what you have to understand is there is value in your attention. There's a lot of value in the people who are telling you, well, yeah, you just watch the video at the end or watch the commercial at the end. They're telling you how valuable your attention is. So pay attention. That's another form of payment. So when you see people like myself or other content creators who are telling you or trying to give you this information, you can invest in yourself by paying attention. It's as simple as that. And so what happens is when you simply are willing to listen and hear the information that somebody's giving you on how to free yourself, whether it be spiritually or emotionally or financially, then you're investing in yourself. Okay. So those are the three ways that you can pay attention. So now we put on our channel, UNARepublic, and by the way, all my people on TikTok, welcome. All my people on YouTube, welcome. My people on TikTok, you can find us on YouTube. We're streaming live there, and that is where you can find all of our sessions in their completeness. And then as well as my people on X, find us at YouTube at UNARepublic. So we put sessions out all the time about how to, again, what money is, how to invest in yourself, what the trust is, and you can find all of that on our channels. But you got to understand, everybody has to pay. And one way or the other, you're going to pay. If you pay money, well, you can get it a little bit faster than just paying attention. But you're going to have to pay one way or the other, okay? I want to get into the UNA University, and let's understand what it is. All right, so UNA, for those of you who don't know, United Nations from America is what it means. And a UNA was originally started as a county, because when those of us who are under trust or who are sovereign were putting our documents on record, there was a lot of blocking going on. All right. So UNA is a county whereby we keep track of the things that we are claiming. Okay. So there is, these counties that are set up in the different states, but then UNA is a county as well, where we are recognizing and we have a public record for our members. And especially when we put their trust on record, we're putting it on record with UNA as well as with the county. Okay. So with that being said, we were creating trust for people, and we realized that people really didn't have an understanding of how important and powerful a trust was, nor did they understand how to walk as a sovereign. So this is why we had to start UNA University. All right. And then UNA University, we again cover everything concerning law, from the spiritual side to man's law and everything in between. And in UNA University, it's very important to us that you gain an understanding of the spiritual side, because if you don't understand the spiritual side, then everything on the physical side is not going to work, or nothing on the physical side is going to work. So when I get people coming in and they talking about suing somebody, and they're wanting to go through this process and let me fill this paperwork out, the paperwork never works for them because they haven't dealt with the spiritual side. And what I've learned in my decades of doing this is that the more balanced someone is on the spiritual side, the easier it is for them to process paperwork, whether it be dealing with the IRS, whether it be dealing with the federal side, a court case on the county side. It doesn't matter. The spiritual side, when it's intact, everything on the physical side becomes so much more easier. All right. So let me go through. Let's pull this up real quick. All right. This season, we've got summer season 2025, and I want to invite everybody who wants to be a part of the UNA University to join us. All right. You can find us, put this on the screen, Savvy. You can find us at UNARepublic.com. Put this on the screen for me, Savvy. All right. So we've got UNA University, UNAUniversity.com, and you can find all of the sessions that we have, okay? And you can enroll here. Now, this season we have application of universal laws. And in this session, once again, we are going into not just reading them, but we're going to apply them and show you how you use these laws to manifest everything that you are desiring. We use these laws so that we can vision our third dimension that we care to see. So this is our classes start for UNA University July 14, 2025. And they're going for 8 weeks. All right. So if you're wanting to be a part of that, I want you to come and check us out at UNAUniversity.com and enroll so that you can get this wonderful class. Also this season, now that is our Monday class. We also have on our Wednesday class estate management. All right. And this class, once again, 8 weeks. This is going to be our Wednesday class. This is on the masculine side. So we're going into anything concerning your estate. How you, first of all, create a trust for your estate, whether it be for your new business, your car, your house, your children. We're going into it. And see, this, the thing is to understand when we're talking about our trust package, everything, the trust is the basis of everything that we do. Everything that we do, it starts with the trust. All right. And so in this estate management, you're going to learn how to create a trust for whatever new estate, a new nation, whatever you're forming. You're going to learn how to do that. You're going to learn how to get an EIN number for that estate and make sure that it's not under the jurisdiction of the United States Corporation. It's a private estate. You're going to learn how to create a bank account for it. You're going to learn how to create, develop all of your business entity. Make sure you have your website and domain. So we're going into it. Anything concerning your estate, we're going to deal with it in this class. It's the physical side. We doing it, putting it together. Okay, so that's going to be our Wednesday classes. So if you're interested in joining the UNA University, make sure you find us at UNAUniversity.com. Go ahead and get enrolled so that you can really start putting this information into action. So think about UNA University. It's not that we just come in here and we're teaching you. No, you get ready to do it. You're going to put this stuff to work, because the only way you learn how to do it is to do it. All right. So that's what we need to do in this class. All right. Lastly, I just want to go into this about how we operate. Thank you for that, Savvy. All right. One of the things that we have forgotten in society is that we have to give. You've got to give. Everything has been about, because we've been taught in this society, hoarding and scarcity. But that is not the truth about this dimension. This dimension, we live in abundance. And the problem is that we have forgotten this whole knowledge and idea that abundance is what this dimension is made of. And so that's part of the universal laws that we speak on so much that we have to get back to. We live in abundance. And then the way you get back to living in abundance is by giving. There's a law or a principle of the universal law, and it says if you want it, you must give it away. If you want it, you must give it away. And so these are some principles that we're going to be applying, and then you actually get to see them work in your own life. That's important. Again, it's important to be willing to invest in yourself. And I need to tell you something. When you invest in the universe and other people, you are truly investing in yourself. Everybody tells you to invest in the stock market and invest in this insurance and invest in that. Okay, we're going to show you how to invest in the universe, because that's what we work for, the universe. And the more you learn to deal and do business with the universe, the more you're going to see abundance come into your life. All right, so that's what we're all about with UNA, freeing yourself spiritually, emotionally, and financially. So also, before I get out of here, I want to mention we also do have life coaching sessions. For those of you all who really, especially my sisters who really want to understand what's going on about things that we haven't been taught in society, if you really want to establish your business or anything else dealing with your life, we have those life coaching sessions. And I encourage you, once again, go to UNARepublic.com and so we can have a consultation with you. All right, if you're interested in the life coaching sessions, because listen, there's a lot for us to learn, a lot for us to know, and the more you know, the more power you have. The more power you have, the more ability you have to create whatever it is you desire in this third dimension. All right, so if I don't have any questions, I want y'all to know I love you, I appreciate you. Hold on, let me see my people on TikTok. Were we even up on TikTok? All right, possibly. All right, so before I get out of here, let me see if I have any comments on TikTok. I want y'all to know I love you. I thank you. I missed you. I was on vacation having such a good time. It was like, you got to come back. All right, so I don't see any questions on there. So I want y'all to know I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you. We're going to see you on next week. Enroll in class. Let's go. Diva, I'm out. Peace. Give a hug. Bye-bye.